The GB Archive is back with another release, and this time coming to the Switch is My Friendly Little Island Deluxe. It's a cozy adventure platforming game, originally made for the GB Showdown 2023, and since then, it's had a deluxe upgrade with some cool new additions. I played this from start to finish when it was originally made, and I played it again for this video, and it's even better. And as I record this, the release date is set, so go check it out on the Nintendo store and consider picking up for your Switch. But before we dive too deep into My Friendly Little Island, let's talk about how it's coming to the Switch, and that is through the GB Archive initiative by Caracal Games. And this is actually the 7th homebrew Game Boy game that they will have brought to the Switch. The first being 2001 Moon Escape, then it was Traumatarium, then it was my game Take It Racing 2, then it was Traumatarium Penitent, then it was the In the Dark collection, which has In the Dark 1 and 2, and then now My Friendly Little Island. And remember, the mission is to bring as many homebrew Game Boy games to a larger audience as we can, so to support the community, support developers, and we're going to do that by getting a new homebrew Game Boy game onto the Switch every single month. Thank you again for supporting the GB Archive, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for supporting the developers. And do not forget, you can also be a part of the GB Archive and get your game onto the Switch if you submit your games on the website, caracalgames.com/GB Archive. Let's look at My Friendly Little Island. And as we start to play it, I want to highlight as well that because it's on the Switch, it's designed for the Switch, where we have this little scene. The developer gets to customize the desk and the background of this computer area. And this developer has kind of chosen like a Hawaiian-y beachy theme, which perfectly fits the game. And then in the game, once you pick up the cartridge and put it in the device, you can switch between rendering modes to make it look more or less like the original Game Boy screen. There's also a vertical orientation you can play it at, so you can hold the Switch vertically as well, which is kind of cool. So the idea of the game is that you're this little cute little coconut looking thing, and you're jumping around collecting coconuts, and you eat them to level up your jump height and running speed, which then allows you to do more platforming areas. And as you adventure around this island, you meet little characters who you then help out and do missions for them basically in order for them to then move onto your island, and you build this friendly little island. There's a little shop where you can put on different hats, and the hats that even play into some of the missions, which is cool. I actually completed the game in one sitting, I think. I think it took me around an hour, but because it's kind of like a cozy game, you can take it slower. I think I kind of rushed because I'd played it before and I knew exactly what I was doing. I don't remember how long it took me originally to finish it. There's a lot of post-story content as well, like there's a second island. I hope I'm not spoiling it. My Friendly Little Island has a very cute and simple story. Like I said, you're kind of just inviting people to your island. And if you want to have a less stressful gaming experience for a change, I recommend trying out My Friendly Little Island. I really like the music. The artwork is beautiful. It's very cute, it's very cozy. And it doesn't go overboard with like menus and stuff. It's a little bit of a masterclass in simple design, done well in GB Studio. And like I said, the game actually continues after the story is technically done, and I found that it like doubled the amount of time I'd spent playing it. And I played it for about an hour, I think. I don't think I fully completed the game. So if you're looking for a small little game, a little cozy little adventure platformer, definitely give My Friendly Little Island a go. And remember, the whole idea of the GB Archive is to get our games into more people's hands, make sure they live beyond us, right? Go beyond just itch.io or limited physical releases. Having them on larger platforms hopefully would mean that more people get eyes on all of our games. So consider supporting the GB Archive and consider supporting the developers by buying a game on the Switch store, and consider supporting me by liking this video, commenting what games you'd like to see next, and submitting your game if you have one to the GB Archive. And on that note, I'll put my patrons up on screen. Thank you so much to you guys. You guys are the absolute best. Remember to like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you want to see in the next one. Have you played My Friendly Little Island? Did you manage to get all the way to the end and unlock all the secret content? Let us know if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.